What if the ordinary nickel in your pocket right now was actually a silent witness to one of America's most turbulent years and could be worth far more than 5 cents? Imagine holding a small piece of 1972 in your hand, a coin that passed through the fingers of people living through Vietnam, Watergate, moon landings, and Cultural Revolution. Most people see just another nickel, but some collectors see a hidden story, a potential treasure, and a direct connection to history that's still alive today. This is the story of the 1972 Jefferson Nickel, and by the end of this video, you might never look at your change the same way again. Fade in on dramatic close-ups. A single 1972 nickel spinning slowly under warm light, catching every scratch, every ridge, every tiny detail, like it's revealing secrets from the past. Slow, orchestral swell, mixed with subtle heartbeat sound design. In 1972, America was changing fast. The Vietnam War was winding down but still tearing at the nation's soul. Richard Nixon was heading toward re-election. And scandal. Apollo 17, the last moon mission, captured the world's imagination. And at the U.S. mints, billions of coins were being struck to keep the economy moving. Among them, over 550 million Jefferson Nickels. Philadelphia struck more than 202 million with no mint mark. Denver produced a massive 351 million with the D. And San Francisco created just over 3 million stunning proof coins marked with an S. These weren't just pocket change. They were tiny time capsules carrying the face of Thomas Jefferson, the man who authored the Declaration of Independence, into the hands of everyday Americans. Cut to cinematic B-roll, 1970s footage mixed with modern recreations, factory workers at the mint, bustling streets, families counting change, kids buying candy with nickels. The obverse hits you with quiet power. Jefferson's profile stares left, strong and thoughtful, his hair tied back in that signature cue. In God We Trust arcs along the left. Liberty. And the date 1972 on the right, separated by a star. Below the truncation, you'll spot the designer's initials, FS for Felix Schlag. But it's the reverse that truly captures the heart of the man. Monticello, Jefferson's beloved Virginia home, stands proudly in the center. The neoclassical dome, the columns, the steps leading up to the entrance. Above it, a pluribus unum. Below, Monticello, 5 cents. And United States of America. This design had been around since 1938, but in 1972 it still felt fresh, dignified, and deeply American. Zoom in dramatically on the steps of Monticello. Those 6 little steps are the holy grail for collectors. Most nickels you find in circulation have worn, blurry steps. But when you find one with full steps, sharp, clear, separated lines on Monticello, it transforms from common coin to numismatic prize. It's like the coin is saying, I survived decades in pockets and cash registers, and I still look almost new. Here's where the suspense builds. Most 1972 nickels are worth exactly 5 cents. They're incredibly common, but condition changes everything. A circulated example might fetch a small premium if it's nice. But uncirculated gems, that's when collectors start paying attention. In high grades, MS65 or better with full steps, values jump. We're talking hundreds of dollars for exceptional examples. Top tier 1972 D full steps have sold for thousands in auctions. And proof coins from San Francisco with deep cameo contrast. They carry their own elegant premium. But it's not just about money. It's about the hunt. The thrill of sorting through rolls of coins. That electric moment when something special catches your eye. Now, let's talk hidden details most people completely ignore. First, mint marks. On 1972 nickels, the mint mark sits on the obverse, to the right of Jefferson's portrait, just below the date. No mark means Philadelphia, a small D for Denver, S for San Francisco proofs. These tiny letters were hand-punched into the dies back then, so slight variations in position exist. Some collectors hunt for low D or misplaced mint marks. While not always massive value adders, they create fascinating varieties that make every coin unique. Then there are the errors. 1972 was unusually rich in minting mistakes, double dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, clipped planchets, strike-throughs. One strong double-die reverse variety on 1972 Nickels has caught serious collector attention, with nice examples selling for decent money. Imagine finding one in a roll from the bank. Your heart races. You grab a magnifying glass. The doubling is there, subtle but real. That moment, pure adrenaline for any coin collector. Cut to dramatic reenactment. Hands sorting coins at a desk late at night. Lamplight, loop in eye, soft suspense music. The psychology of collecting these coins runs deep. It's not just greed for value, it's nostalgia. Holding a 1972 nickel connects you to your parents' or grandparents' era, to a time when 5 cents could still buy something meaningful, to Jefferson's vision of liberty and self-reliance. Collectors talk about the emotional pull, the way a beautiful full steps example feels almost alive in your palm. Its copper nickel surface warm, the details crisp, the history tangible. It's a physical link to the past in a digital world. Grading matters enormously here. Professional services like PCGS and NGC evaluate not just wear, but strike quality, eye appeal, and those coveted full steps. A coin graded MS66 full steps is exponentially rarer than one in MS64. That difference can mean the jump from pocket change to serious money. Visual sequence, slow motion shots of coins being graded under lights, slabs clicking shut, auction room tension. Now let's paint the historical atmosphere. Picture 1972, gas prices rising, bell bottoms and long hair. American Pie, on the radio. The Munich Olympics tragedy, the beginning of the end for Vietnam. And through it all, these nickels circulating quietly, buying groceries, dropping into payphones, changing hands in corner stores. Every 1972 nickel you find today has likely been touched by hundreds of people, some famous, most ordinary, each adding their own invisible story to the metal. Rehook moment. But here's what keeps collectors up at night. What if that beat-up nickel you almost tossed is actually hiding something extraordinary? Pause for dramatic effect. Close up on the coin's edge, light glinting off the reeded rim. The beauty of coin collecting is that it rewards patience, knowledge, and a little luck. You don't need to spend thousands to start. Grab some rolls from the bank, learn to spot full steps, study mint marks under good light, join online communities where people share their finds. Viewer question: have you ever found an old coin that turned out to be special? Drop it in the comments. I read every single one. As we zoom out from the coin, think about this. These small pieces of metal have outlasted presidents, wars, economic booms, and busts. They've carried Jefferson's quiet dignity through decades of American chaos and triumph. A 1972 nickel isn't flashy like a gold coin or rare like a 1913 Liberty head. Its power is subtler. It's democratic. It's accessible. It invites anyone, student, retiree, parent teaching kids, to become part of the story. In pristine condition, with those sharp Monticello steps and glowing luster, it becomes legendary. A miniature masterpiece that survived the ultimate test, time. The next time you get change, take an extra second, look closer, feel the weight, check the date. You might just be holding history. And maybe, just maybe, a valuable coin that could change your day, or even your collection. This is the quiet magic of numismatics. Not every treasure sparkles in the spotlight. Some hide in plain sight, waiting for someone curious enough to notice. If this story lit a spark in you, do 2 things right now. Hit that like button. It really helps the channel reach more people who love this stuff. And subscribe with notifications on, because we're diving deeper into more coins with incredible hidden stories. What 1972 nickel story surprised you the most? Is there a coin in your collection that feels personally meaningful? Tell me below. Your stories make these videos better. Until next time, keep hunting, keep learning, and remember, sometimes the smallest things carry the biggest history. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one.